Hi everyone. Welcome to Success Your Way movement. I'm Nicole Hanselman, your host today. Well, this week we're talking about addiction. Yeah, this week's topic is addiction. So normally what I do when I go live, I go on and tag some of my friends so that they know when I'm on. So you can do the same too. Welcome. Tell me your name, where you're joining from. Tell me anything about you you're comfortable sharing. Otherwise, let me go on here and tag my friends. Yeah, a lot of people are like, oh, Monday blues, Monday blues. I don't really get Monday blues, but I do understand Mondays are busy days for a lot of people. We've been considering for a long time to change our times, and I hope that can happen soon. So, where are we? I can't seem to see where the live is on. Let me refresh that. So, do say hello when you join. Okay, cool. There we go. I'll just tag the first names to come up. Uh, Tell me where you're joining from. Tell me anything about you that you're comfy sharing. So this week's topic is addiction. Cool. I think that's enough tagging for the day. I've just tagged anyone that came up. Oh, okay, cool. Say hello, say hello, say hello. Tell us where you're joining from. Today I'm on my own. This week's topic, addiction. But I wanted to explain something a little bit. Actually, I wanted to explain two things. Yeah. So I've missed some of the shows. Some of them were canceled. Some of them, my co-host Yvette, I managed to cover, and they were so interesting. I enjoyed watching that. But I miss doing this because I love doing this. I enjoy doing this. I've had a very trying 2 weeks or so. It's been emotionally exhausting when it comes to family matters and stuff. uh, it's a little bit tricky. A lot of you did help, and I so appreciate you. I'll appreciate you forever. Those who are wondering what I'm talking about, my mom had gone missing and we had to look for her all over. We had no idea where she would be, but we found her and we're looking into ways to ensure that that doesn't happen again. So, yeah, I'm not quite there yet. We always have to have a note to I think all addictions are just addictions. So, yeah, this week's topic is addiction, and it's not a topic that I'm that aware of. It's not something I know much of, but I'll speak. I wanted to talk about it. It was one of like favorite topics, and I thought, yeah, that is good. We've not had such something of that kind on here, so yeah, it will be interesting to learn a lot from her. We know we have family members who are struggling with addictions. We've been addicted to some things of some sort. But what time do we cross the line? When do we know we're addicted to something? Like, my goodness, I don't even want to engage you. That must be James May. Tell me I'm wrong. I don't know who that is, but it must be him. He's the only one who thinks in those terms. So yeah, whatever addictions people are struggling with, I hope we can find help. So I wanted to clear that about my mom, why I've been off. It's been I've struggled, but it's okay to struggle sometimes. It's okay to need support, to want help, and I've had all that, and it's been amazing. The world is evil, but there's a good part as well. And if we concentrate on the good side, then everything is good. Let's say when you try to elevate, the things that want to bring you down are many, are a lot. Yeah. And that's how maybe the devil works. So yeah, it's been trying. It's been trying. So yeah, I wanted to clear that. And about our group. This group is called Success Your Way Movement. At first, we just called it Success Your Way by Life Lessons by Nicole Hanselman, is the initial then. And the group is just about empowering and inspiring. Why am I saying this? I've had somebody bring to my attention that, oh, they love the lives, they love the shows, but they never know what it is about. They've not figured out. That's why sometimes they want to engage in the comments, but they don't know what it is about. So all we do is inspire each other, to learn from each other, other. We're not saying I'm an expert in everything, I know everything, or I'm an expert in this. No, not necessarily that. Sometimes we just research about things or learn from others, and that's why we mostly have guests. Somebody tells us what they're passionate about, something they've experienced, something they know much about, and then we learn from them, and that's what it is about. So here it's not about, oh, I know better than you, or no, it's about teaching and inspiring each other. That's why we listen to everybody here, and we are all different. We can never be the same. Some of us are too serious, like me. I can get too serious sometimes, and I can be, I have a fun side. I think so. And my son will disagree. And then there's people like him. I think must be James May, who just likes having a laugh here and there. There's nothing wrong with that. We still manage to learn. So this is what the group is about. I was just clearing the air because when that was brought to me, I was like, oh, it's a shame that somebody still doesn't understand what we do. So we pick a topic for the week and discuss that topic during that week. We do end up having a guest. If it's a topic that I have experience in or I know something about, I will share my own story. I will share my own experience. That's what happens. So it's a free and safe platform to share your ideas. Nobody's right or nobody's wrong. We just learn together as we go. We want to make this world a better place, so we must be the change we want to see. So, okay, let me try. Does addiction to someone count? Addiction is just addiction, but I'm glad if you know when you're addicted to something. It's really important because a lot of us don't know when we're addicted to things. I'll give you a good example. I like using my own examples because I have permission to use my own example. Some people might think, oh, maybe it's not professional to be using your stories and stuff, but it's up to you how you want to see the world. It's about your perception. My perception is I can only give what I have. I'm not going to try to pretend or make up stories that I don't even know about, or maybe that stories I've heard from somebody. No, I just share my own stories. I'll tell you what, for a long time, I used to think, quite a while, I used to think, oh, it's okay coming from work and having a glass of wine. And then you realize that very soon it's something you do every day. First, we start like almost every day. Then there's a point where it's every day. So every day you have a glass of wine with your meal, and then you relax with it. Then it reaches a point where, you're still watching something, you still want to relax a little bit further, you're still on the phone. By the time you realize, you are on the second glass, and by the time you realize, like weekends, our whole bottle just disappears like that. Our whole bottle. So by weekend, like Saturday, Sunday, those are 2 bottles that have gone like that. And there's the weekday too. So you do know that, no, this is wrong. This shouldn't be happening. This must be an addiction. Even though I don't get drunk or misbehave or get into, I don't know, strange things, it is still an addiction. To me, I thought it was still an addiction. Someone with purple lipstick. Oh, I got weird lips. I don't know. I never know what lipstick suits me. I just do it for the sake of it because I'm not really big on makeup. So yeah. Thank you. Okay, so that is addiction to me. To me, I just thought, no, this is wrong. How many people do that? Just go to work and come back and relax with wine and say it's okay. Not so many. Meaning, this is a problem. This is an addiction. So I accepted that. And when I started my journey of changing my life and making little changes, that's one of the things that I ensured I dealt on. I told myself, no, you stay away from that bloody thing for 90 days. So I kept out of alcohol for that 90 days. During that period of time, I didn't drink any alcohol. And when I went back, I just started doing it just once in a while. And now I'm still on once in a while. And then now and again, I give myself some time and I tell myself, no, I'm not drinking anymore for a long period of time. So yeah, if you rely on it, then you are addicted. And unfortunately for some people, you can see in their lifestyles, they've gone way deep into it, that they can't make everyday decisions, they can't look after themselves, they can't look after the people around them, and that is a shame. So yeah, if you find that you can't function without that person, it's affecting other areas of your life, I would say it probably is an addiction. But we will have Naomy Amuka. This is just an introduction to the whole thing. We'll have her coming on and telling us much about it and getting deeper. So today we just finding out some questions we'd like to ask her, the things we'd like to ask her and learn from her and know from her. I do know almost every family has its own problems. There will be one person or two people who are addicted to something. Some will be vocal about it, some will be visible, some won't be. So you might not notice. So yeah, we have seen it. I have seen addiction, especially of alcoholic drinks. Drugs, I've not really noticed or experienced that, where people maybe are in heroin or whatever drugs they want to put on. No, I've not experienced that. But alcohol I have, and I've seen it also destroy family, whereby everybody's like judging the person. They're not getting the support they want. Instead of getting to the bottom of the problem and understanding the person, why are they doing this, all they had was like everybody judging them. Oh, you're drinking too much. Oh, you shouldn't be doing this. Oh, there will be everything. You are the what? Everybody's just judging. Nobody wants to know why, how did you get to this point? What happened? What support can we offer you? No, nobody was interested in that, because why? Our culture likes judging, our culture likes the gossip, the tease and stuff. That is our culture. Somebody could be experiencing a mental breakdown, but no, nobody's there to support you. And once you've gone down into that rabbit hole, there's no coming out. It's really hard to come out. So yeah, sometimes we get ourselves addicted through sad things, just lack of support, lack of information out here and knowing what you're doing. So for this particular story that I'm talking about, because I don't have the permission to talk about it, they'll experience difficulties. They're dependent on alcohol to survive. There's nobody supporting them. Everybody was like, no, no, no. It affected their marriage. It affected everything. And right now, nobody really knows what they do on a daily basis, where they are, because it reached a point where they just sleep where the alcohol is. What's the point of going home? What's the point of wasting time going home if you can just sleep where the source is? So yeah, it is sad that it affects people's life, and we need to talk about it. Our culture makes us not talk about important things in life, and that's why maybe we have this platform for such topics. Mental health, finance, I don't know, addiction, all those things that are difficult to talk about, we talk about them on here, because knowledge, used knowledge is power. So that's the whole thing. Yeah. So my request is, if you have any questions, do put them down so that I prepare something for Naomi so that she comes and tackles all areas. Addiction? No, I don't know much about it. I've seen it, yes, but I really haven't taken time to learn about addiction. I haven't. I really haven't. But there's some things in life that just are correlated anyway. So what I'll say is that if you're struggling, do find help. Do find help. There will be one or two people who have been on that journey with you. They try to support you and give you ideas, and maybe you just shut them down or you didn't listen. You need to reach back to those people. Those are your people. Those are your people. Speak to them and get to the bottom of it and get the help you need. Don't beat yourself too much. You're a human being. So what? You make mistakes. You made a mistake. You were weak at one point, and the devil took advantage of you. Because it's always lacking and just waiting for those opportunities. It happens to all of us, only in different ways. So if your addiction is, if your weakness is loving that alcohol or wanting to not to face your problems, then you find that, oh, actually, this helps me forget about my problems for a bit. Yeah, we do that with our TVs, and we don't want to admit that we are addicted to our TVs and our phones. We don't want to admit that, but we like that high that we get. You posted something, oh, there's 1,000 likes, oh, yay. So we come back seeking that, we're seeking that, and we're always seeking that. So yes, we are always on our phone. That is a form of addiction. But when you think of addiction, you always just think of drugs and stuff. So anyway, yeah, we'll have Naomi talking much about it. What I want from you are questions on what she's going to tackle. For me, you just know what, look after yourself. Don't beat yourself too much. Don't judge yourself. The world is busy judging you and waiting for you to stumble. Don't listen to them. You find you. Just sit down and find you. Remember who you are. Remind yourself who you are and the promises that are given to you. Entitlement. The universe wants to co-create with you. It has given you talents and skills and abilities and experiences. It wants to use those. Yeah, it wants to use your story, your addiction story, to help somebody somewhere. So yeah, pick yourself up, find ways of picking yourself up and come back and co-create with the universe. Yeah. So hello, where are you joining from? Tell us who you are. I really want to see who is this talking about. The only problem is I can't. I knew it. I knew it. I knew it was James. Hi, James. I knew it. So yeah. So and then what would I talk about when it comes? Yeah, just be kind and forgiving to yourself. Just be gentle. The more you beat yourself, the more you rely on whatever you're relying on to like sort your problems, face your problems. They're not gonna go anywhere. They're not gonna go anywhere. Nobody will come. You're an adult. Nobody will come and say, "Okay, I'm taking your problems away from you." No, they won't do that. And then you have to realize the decision is up to you. It's up to you. People can come and suggest and help with all sorts of things, but if you haven't decided on having that help, you're not going to help yourself. You have to decide. It has to come from deep inside you. That's why you need to take some time and quiet your mind, go walk in nature, do whatever. Quiet your mind and find the answer within yourself. Some people call it the voice of God, some people call it all different sorts of names, but the answer is somewhere within yourself. Yeah, just reach out and get some help you need. Yeah, yeah, I think that's what I'll say for the introduction on the addiction week. I will try and share some resources. I'll try and find some things and then dig deeper into it. It's not just my topic of choice. I don't know much apart from my own story. Okay, so James, what's your what's your addiction story? Who are you addicted to? Oh no, I know the answer to that. Yeah, cool. I think I've shared just today for the introduction what I wanted us to talk about. Yep, I'm not seeing Justice coming on today. So cool. So I'll just say find support. Don't beat yourself up. Be forgiving to yourself. Ignore the what people call haters. Shall I use that word? I saw yesterday. There's some words that I tend never to use. So yeah, find support, don't beat yourself up. Be forgiving and ignore those haters. Yeah, you can come out of anything. A lot of people have struggled with their addictions, but you have the power within you. You can do it. You can do it. Yeah, cool. So I think that will be it for me for today. I didn't have much. I hope I've cleared the air about why I went missing, family struggles, mom having been missing for over a week. That was a lot to take. It reaches a point where you psychologically prepare yourself for the worst news possible, and you're just telling yourself, "Okay, God, give me grace. What's the game plan? If something has happened to her, what am I doing next? Am I getting on the next plane, going to see her non-existing body?" You just prepare yourself and tell yourself, "Okay, whatever the cup you've given me, I'm prepared to handle it." So it was a lot. And then you find that, oh, she's been spotted somewhere, and you're like, oh my God, it might be her, it might not be her. And it's so, there's some things you just don't wish to even your worst enemy. You just don't. You just don't. And then coming out of that and trying to just ensure that she'll be safe for a long time, because I'm really opinionated about some things when it comes to freedom, safety. I know I love my freedom so much. I can almost understand what goes through her head. In her head, she's still that independent woman, wants to do the things she wants to do whenever she wants to do them. But again, she's not that well to make those decisions. She doesn't have that mental capacity to make all those decisions. So you want to protect her in that regards, but you want us also to enjoy her freedom. So it's just a lot ensuring that she's fine. So it's been a lot. Still trying to find what's the best way forward for her, what's the best forward for her and the whole family at large and friends at large, who, because it's not the first time she went missing. So we don't want people to go through that again. It's no, it's not easy. It's not fair on anybody. Yeah. I do know how your brain works, so I'm not surprised. James May, if I say I'll get into trouble, I'm not surprised at all. But I like that you live your life, that you yourself, you do your thing, I like that. And life is all about that. There's no rehearsal. We're not here like, okay, let's try it out. And then, no, this is it. So you got to just live it in your own terms. Yeah. Yeah, just do you. Just do you. If you worry about what people are saying, you'll never get to do anything brave. And a lot of us live in fear because we're worried about what people will say. And maybe that's why people get those addictions. We know a lot of us are addicted to our phones and our TVs. That is a fact. Because you're thinking, okay, rather than speak my mind or live my life as I want, let me just watch this program and watch people living their lives and enjoying life. Yeah, cool. Cool. I'll wrap this up and thank you. Don't forget to join Thursday. That will be the main day event. And I keep asking this, but nobody's answering. What is the best time to have this show? Because we all agree Monday mornings are a hurdle. A lot of us are busy. Yeah. What would be the best time? I want to be flexible enough to change it so that we keep on learning from each other. And I'm also game. You can suggest the topics you'd like us to talk about. This week is addiction. The week after, we're talking about friends and boundaries, which is very important. I blog about it a lot. Very important, very important. And it gets you to a point in life where, okay, you might not have friends at all, but eventually, when you have friends, those will be your real friends. Yeah, because they'll understand your boundaries, where you can go, how far you can go. So, okay, thank you. See you on Thursday then. Remember to keep on posting your questions so that forward them to Naomi, and then we'll be able to answer a lot of things in regards to addiction. Thursday, same time. See you and bye. Be good.